So here we are, day 12, and I've already sliced in some previous footage of the carol concert that I went to last night, which was absolutely lovely. I really had an amazing time, and after the day I'd had yesterday to do some carol singing just reminds you that there's such a spectrum of emotions in life, even just across one day. So I had an amazing time, and it's an annual tradition of ours to do that. Yeah, I think we've been going to the Alma pub for about 15 years. We used to hot foot it there from my daughter's carol concert, which was in a lovely little place called Buxted. So the carol concert was connected to the school, if you like, their sort of annual do, and then we used to rush to the pub to sit and have scampi and chips and sing carols, which was amazing. Sadly, the pub, sadly, A, my daughter is now 20 and no longer goes to school and hasn't done for years, obviously, but B, the pub doesn't do food anymore, so we just sat, and I was driving last night, so my husband had lots of lovely Christmas ale, and my daughter had some ciders. And it's just lovely to see them relax and chill and sing, because my husband, you would never see him singing unless he'd had a pint or two, which was last night. So that's really lovely. And then, yeah, quick insight into my dogalogs, because you seemed to like that yesterday. So, day 12, I'm off to work today. I've got to share a little another sorry tale to share with you. If I cast your mind back to the fateful day where sadly my mother passed away, this isn't about that, but on that day, we're all sitting around my dad's kitchen table. He's got a beautiful 15th century house. It's all made of oak. The floors are all slate. There's a point to this in a minute. And we're sitting around the table, and accidentally he dropped his phone onto my iPhone, which smashed the screen. It was a total genuine error, just one of those things. And yeah, I was like, okay. So I took it off to be repaired, £140, whatever, to get the screen done. All fixed, all done, fine. Now, bear in mind, I've had a phone for a long time. I've only just started having an iPhone because I believe the recording quality is better for you guys. That's my daughter's theory anyway. And I do think the recording is slightly better. Anyway, so having never had to have my phone fixed ever, not once, by the way, but yesterday I was at my dad's and my phone is on the table. As per usual, we're just chatting, we're organising the celebrant and things like that. The dog comes up, and it's an old English sheepdog, huge dog, absolutely lovely, but she's got a new trick. Guess what her new trick is? Her new trick is putting her paws straight onto the table. Then she gets off the table, and what happens? My iPhone flies off the table, smacks onto the floor, and lucky me, it's smashed into loads of smithereens. So at the time, I thought it was just the back of my iPhone, which actually is quite common, I think. But this morning, or rather last night, a green line has appeared across my screen. So when I'm recording with you now, my eye line just here has got a great neon line through it. So this is not good. And at the moment, I'm using my phone quite a lot. So doesn't life just throw some things at you, honestly? I know it's quite a small thing in the world, in the grand scheme of things, and it's definitely a first world problem, isn't it? Yeah, I should just give myself a shake and say, crack on, Cara. People are dealing with, in fact, you are dealing with lots more important things than a damaged iPhone twice in 2 weeks. So yeah, I've got to try and find the resources to solve that. Anyway, I am sharing my life with you, warts and all. This is how it is at the moment. But it's also super annoying because this is exactly a great big green line. So I can't even give any eye contact to myself right now, although I'm looking at that. Moving on. So let's open day 12. Doesn't it just, I don't know, doesn't it just make you chuckle? Don't they say things come in 3? Well, I've had enough of the 2 that I've got, thanks. Or maybe I could say that the iPhone is 2 things and therefore this is my 3rd. Can I have some good luck now, please? Right, this is a sort of little brown envelope today. Oh my word, look at these. Wow. I love it when I say that and I'm not actually showing you anything. Oh, they're sensational. Oh, hang on, that might be the wrong way around. Look. Oh, gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Just lovely. Amazing. If you're joining me for the first time, hello. I don't normally talk about deaths quite so much, but these are from Jazz and Wow, from What Beck Sews Etsy shop. So Jazz and Wow, and it's an advent calendar full of buttons, which is just divine. Yes, thank you. I need to look up the names and I'm going to scroll them across the screen here now, but I must just say thank you very much for the coffees that I've been bought this week. It was very, very kind of you. Mwah, just fills my heart with love that people would reach out in that way, and it means more than you know. So thank you so much for your generosity there. I do really appreciate it. Right, before I start crying again, let's okay. So lovely Nikki from Sew and Snip, she sent me another question, so thank you, Nikki. And it says here, if you were looking for inspiration, where would you go? Or where are your go-to places for research? Thank you, Nikki. So if you're looking for inspiration, where are your go-to places for research? Oh, I love that. So I'm actually often inspired by boutiques, and I don't exactly follow a trend. I don't exactly know what my style is, but I would say I have a style, and I'd say it's quite boutique-esque really. And so I absolutely love going into, and I do still love shopping, but I rarely buy anything. But if I buy anything, it's sort of knitwear and shoes and things like that I can't make. And there's a lovely little boutique in Hove called Velvet. Now they don't have an online presence. It is just a in-person shop, and it's been there independently owned for about 15 years, which is lovely, or maybe even more than that. And I walk around there, not very often, maybe once a year, maybe twice a year, and that is exactly the style I want to have. Rarely do you come across a store that's nailed it that well. But the irony of that is that I walk around going, Maya Sotis, Louis cardigan, I don't know, fringe dress, saguaro set, and all that sort of stuff. So it really does make me smile that I walk around thinking, oh, I can make everything that's in here, and like Pilar jacket or like Metropolis jacket, whatever. So I think I do get inspired by that because I'm not exactly a follower of fashion, but I do like to mix things up every now and again. I'm trying to think of an example of that. So this year wearing short skirts would have been an example of where I've mixed it up, and I would have been influenced by that. I would have been influenced by some external force to that. I am also hugely inspired by my fellow Instagrammers and vloggers. I am an absolute sucker for seeing what everyone else is up to, and there are so many names that I can mention and so many lovely friends that hugely influence me within this sewing community. And you'll know that's true because you heard me talk about Sarah from Sarah Style and Angela from Devon Thread Tales, the Northern Soul Sisters, lovely Tamlin and Rachel and Roanne. Oh, I don't know, Helen, Stitch Rich Repeat. The list goes on. I'm going to miss some really important people there. What Beck Sews, Adele, yeah, just loads. Michelle, Sewing Bunny, just tons. And these are people that I'm fortunate enough to have actually met, but they all absolutely inspire me. And Nikki, you also inspire me too. You have a lovely YouTube channel of your own. You're also a hairdresser by trade, so I'm inspired by your creativity just enormously. And you know that trends go around the YouTube channels for sure. I'm trying to think of a current trend. The bestie bag. Almost everyone that I watch has made the bestie bag, including myself. So we are definitely inspired by each other, which I just love. I hope that's a good enough answer to your question there, Nikki, but I do really appreciate it. Please do, if you want to pop a question for me to answer out of my, there's me pointing at it, it's over there, you can't see it, out of my advent calendar. I do still have a number of days left to go, so I'm going to be answering questions up to the 24th, I think, which is exciting. And there's a few people have asked me questions, excuse me, and how I'm doing that is I haven't had a chance to write them out sometimes and put them in. So I'm either verbally answering them without them being in the calendar, or I am physically writing them out. So someone yesterday asked me what my favourite thread is, so I shall put that in there at some stage. And what happens is on the comments on my YouTube app, I answer the comments, and once they're answered, they go into the I have responded box. And for those that aren't answered, sit in my unresponded, and they are the questions that I've yet to write out and put in there. So it's a plan. But it also means that if you comment, I will answer every comment, because I genuinely love hearing from you. And lots of people are saying, you know, oh, do take a break from it, from this. You guys are actually bringing brightness into my day, and the opportunity just to talk about creativity with you is very good for me right now. So yeah, and I might have to do some pre-recording next week around the Tuesday, if that's all right with you guys. So Beck, I might open your advent calendar a day ahead so that I can put some footage into the Tuesday. We're amongst friends, I'm sure you understand. I'm going to leave it there. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you again tomorrow.